Right. Because then everybody hears my genuine excitement that I have to see you, Jenna. This is so exciting to connect with you.
I finally got here.
I know.
I'm hard to
Okay,
pin
well,
down.
good. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I'm so hard to nail down.
I know. Well, I got you, and you are on our second last mastermind. The next month is our last, and that'll be one full year of bringing trainers together. And I keep hearing from everybody saying that, like, they love doing these and how it's really cool that it kind of taps you into this mindset. Anybody who is on, good evening and welcome to Legacy Mastermind. I am the host, Sheena Chater Wheeler, and I am coming to you from Avondale, Newfoundland, Canada. I host this call the last Sunday of every month to bring trainers together to share tips and tricks and entrepreneurial insight to share with each other, and everybody is
Fine.
welcome. If someone jumps on, we love to see the faces. If not, it's going to be recorded, and a lot of people listen afterwards. So we are here to expand our business, encourage each other. We're going to bring different perspectives, and every month it's a different trainer on a different topic of my choosing based on what I know about somebody. So I met Jenna in 2025 at the airport. We were in a boarding line and our flight got delayed and delayed
Hmm.
and delayed
Reload.
and we delayed. So we went for dinner and I learned a few things about Jenna. So I learned that she had started a warehouse company. That's all I kind of knew. In 2014, she had twins. She had a little girl. She had a husband, and she lived in Ontario. And she really, really wanted to get home to their birthday.
Yes.
Uh, and I came to find, I did some research. I followed Jenna online, and she grew up in Erin, Ontario, and she went to college for policing. So
Mhm.
bureaucratics wasn't the right jam. And she said, I'm going to find something else, and ended up taking a maintenance job at a warehouse company. Keep referencing my notes. So you can clarify anything if I'm wrong after.
No
So
problem.
she swapped the direction. She went as a warehouse, and Hills Magazine said that she reported soon she was fixing everything and building everything. So she was really handy with tools. She impressed her boss. And when a large project came up, something to do with racking and installing warehouse shelving, Jenna said, I'll do it. Her partner already had some knowledge about this, and they said, let's get you, we won't outsource. And then they were up for doing these racking projects.
Shoes on.
So suddenly, uh, she got the push she needed to register her business, Racked Out. And in 2014, the baby was born, and Jenna was still a baby herself at 21 years old. So, Racked Out designs, supplies, and installs warehouse storage system. So now think about this. I met Jenna coming from a conference because we are both consultants with the same business, Arbonne. And her pretty Instagram face was this like beautiful business girl in her little blazer, looking all fresh. And here
Mhm.
she is running this other multi-million, well, I don't know if it's multi-million, but it's $1 million company. And she was still a baby. So the next year, I guess 2015, Jenna hired 10 more staff, mostly women, and they were having fun, rocking pink. Um, and they were getting all of the requests that they could handle. So Jenna is also, like I said, a consultant with Arbonne. She is, I was so impressed when I found out that she was being followed by Kelly GT, an MVP in our company. And I was like, oh my God, who are you? Like, what is your story? I was like, what is this? When we were like literally in the lineup in the boarding. And I was like, you have like 1.2K followers, like, and you're a district manager at the time. And I was so impressed. So she continues to work her own business alongside Racked Out, alongside of being a CPA wellness competitor, alongside of being a mama to three babies and a wife to Tyler. So tonight, Jenna is going to train us on how she builds her $1 million company, clearly by multitasking and literally killing two birds with one stone as she trains and steps. She gets it done. Um, so without further ado, we have on-site magazine's top 40 under 40 in Canadian construction, mama consultant, fitness competitor, Jenna Brookes.
I think that's the longest intro when my kids are fighting. Guys, stop. Let go now. Sophie, let go. Liam, let go. No, let go now. Let's fighting them. After
Well,
that
it's
intro.
good to share the story, right? Because people want to know why, like where are you? What are you doing, right?
Well, I'm in my garage. My three kids are all on different pieces of gym equipment. And I am on my own now for 10 days because Tyler just left to go to town. So I try to get these steps in while they're awake so I can go to bed at a decent hour. And yeah, I just wow, that intro was pretty impressive. Nothing really to clarify there. I'm actually currently still a police officer. Um, and I started racked out first. And it wasn't until my twin boys were born, thought to myself, well, how am I going to raise good husbands and fathers? And at the time, I thought that was, let's be a police officer. So I applied and I got in. So I was hired. My boys are 4 now. I guess that put that in perspective for you. And I am currently off. And in December, we will see what the new year brings. Um, I guess, Shayna, I'm going to need you to help me how you want me to direct this. Maybe just to prompt me with questions. Can you hear my kids, by the way?
No, I can't hear
Oh,
them.
thank goodness.
Okay, so I guess what I would like to know is if you had somebody who was just coming out of college, like you started at 21, what
Mhm.
prompted you to know you could do this? Like usually it's people who are 21 that you're like, "Oh my God, you're a baby and you're starting this."
Yeah, I just, so I grew up very poor. My parents uh, worked every day, and we still never had enough money for anything. My parents suffered from a lot of addictions, alcohol, drugs, and when it came to extracurriculars and food, that wasn't a priority always. Um, and I just know that I was just so tired of being poor, and I was hungry and driven that I just I did everything I could to multitask. And even at the time I went to college, I moved out. I was 18 and went to college. I was a live-in nanny at the time. I also worked at Pita Pit on weekends. Like I was always doubling down on duties and responsibilities since I can remember.
And how did you know how to navigate money? At, did you hire an accountant? Did you have a mentor?
Funny you say that because the money never mattered to me in the beginning. Um, guys, guys, Sophie, Sophie, I just want to yell at them. I can't.
Do you want to mute yourself?
In the beginning, I didn't know, I didn't really care about money. It didn't matter. I always had enough money to support payroll. I was growing up, I was in a special education class. So reading, writing, math, they weren't my thing at all. So I knew that as I grew, I needed to hire people that with these strengths because I didn't have them or strength. Sophie, stand up, stand up. I hate when they play with my gym equipment.
Did you um did you invest early? Did you have investors?
Nope, never had an investor. What happened was I was into buying and selling racking. and I bought racking and I sold it. And with the sale of that racking material, I was able to get a building. And stop now. Everyone go inside.
This is the life of the multitasking. Like
Get
this is
down.
the real life jam, right?
Put your shoes on, please. Thank you. Yes, no, that's not the right one. Yeah, switch your feet. Yeah, no, switch your feet.
So you didn't
Um,
have it, did you have any money mentors or did you
no,
have
no, I didn't. I never hired my mentors. I hired uh the right people, an accountant. Uh, I went through a couple accountants until I found the one. She's been doing my books ever since. Super easy, super clean. Um, and along the way, I've had failures. Um, with money, especially, I caught someone stealing a lot of money from me. Um, someone who was close to me. Um, and we're talking like well over $175,000. So that was pretty difficult, but we are still here. We survived.
Mm,
My kids are happy, healthy. We have a roof over our head. The company's thriving,
yeah.
and she will be taken care of with the criminal justice system.
All right, so you didn't have any money mentors. You had come from like a bit of a hard time, so you were down to work hard and you knew you were going to
Yeah,
work hard. Is there any systems that you would recommend, be it like accounting systems,
I mean, I use,
social
I use,
media
I use,
systems?
I think starting a small business, I recommend QuickBooks. Like that's what I operate today with a multi-million-dollar company. Doesn't have to overcomplicate it. Um, we use QuickBooks. It helps people do payroll, although we outsource our payroll. That's something else that helped me a lot was because part of my downfalls were reading, writing, and math. So
Yeah.
I always outsource the payroll. Yes, Noah. No, no, the other way. Oh my God, you just did. No, the other way. Yes, there you go. He had to shoot this way, and then he went that way. All he had to do was this.
This way. Okay, so tell me a little more about like when you found this stealings. I think a lot of people who would be listening with employees, is there
Mm.
anything, any tips? How did you find out? And what could you give the recommend, you know?
Get criminal background checks on every single person you hire. Doesn't matter. You know, I made a judgment when I hired her. I judge everyone. I'm a human. And the judgment was she was a nice, sweet, lovely lady.
Yeah.
Um, but it didn't matter. I should have had her get a criminal record check too. And that would have saved me everything. Um, especially when you're hiring someone with money,
Yeah.
criminal record check. And put systems in places like you need to be the one that signs the check. You need to be the one that is writing the check, managing the
Watch
money.
money.
Yeah.
Yep. Manage your money. And like, what point did you feel like, did you have anybody like telling you through this, like, you're not going to be able to do this? Like, walk away now. Like, you just had someone steal all this money. You can't read, you can't write. Like, did you get ridiculed? Was there family? Did you have support?
No, I mean, I still had other people in the business, right? And like over the years, I built such a strong business. This lady who was removed from the business, there was already people there in place. There was already help there. Um, you know, um, I let the team know what I had discovered. Everyone was a team about it. So
Mm,
I think it's important that you also keep a certain level of distance from your employees. Um, because when you get too close, I think that's where you forget and like you don't see things as clear as they are, because I was really close to this lady,
Mm.
and there were warning signs along the way. And for some reason, uh, I let my feelings. I didn't see the warning sign, you
Mm.
know. So definitely my favorite photo.
Definitely keep
Oh,
an eye on your employees. So that change how you operated moving forward?
100%. Everyone does criminal record check. Um,
Do you believe employees are family?
I do. I
Mm.
do. I live on a give and take system because I am a giver. Um, so I am, that boss who helps people out with loans in advances. Um, or if somebody makes a mistake, instead of it costing them money, it's like, okay, well, what could you do for me? What time do you have? Can you help me move some boxes in my home? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, I try not to, uh, I try not to break the line of employer versus, yes, I'd like them to be family, but sometimes they can't all be,
Mm.
and
Yeah.
they gotta earn it.
Do you turn off work or do you feel like you work all the time?
Oh, I'm on all the time, all the time. Whether it's Arbonne, racked out, one of the other businesses, um, it's always on.
Is it sustainable or is it something you do short term or is this something as people grow their businesses? Um, some real estate might say, I turn my phone off at 5. Other entrepreneurs are like, nope, this is my business, this is my baby, this is what I signed up for, and I'm on 24/7 and I expect this to be like it the rest, of time. And some people say work hard now for the leverage later. What's it to you?
Yeah, leverage for later.
Mm.
Uh, leverage for later means I don't know when later is. I have three babies now. As long as they need to go to school, they need to be set. So
Mm.
everything I do right now is for them.
I in listening to a lot of the training, and it's a lot about like the discipline versus motivation. And I don't know if you watched any of the previous trainings, but I kind of talked about goals and going for goals. But yeah, there's lots of times I'm sitting there and I know I should be making those calls and I know I should be doing reach outs. What pushes you like when you are literally like, I gotta go, I gotta train at 5 a.m. I've got to put these orders in, I gotta manage the staff. Like what keeps you going?
I guess goals. Like,
Fizz.
I mean, I guess your goal. It's goals. Right now, I am training for a show. So what is keeping me from eating crappy foods? What is getting me up in the morning to climb stairs or go to Pilates, doing it again at 4 or 5 o'clock? Um, 2 hour workouts, insane amount of injections, um, peptides. There is so much money going into contest prep. I mean, like I have spent well over $7,000, uh, and we're still not there at the end. So um, we put all this money into it and time. But I've also put those systems in place for my company to allow me to have that freedom and time, right? I take time off this prep. And once my show's over, I dive into the business, right? Um, People are there doing what they need to do. And I'm there every day.
Do you have
Mostly.
all of your businesses like blocked out? Do you have like racked out Arbonne competition train time? Like, do you have a schedule or do you just go with the flow?
No, I have a very, very filled calendar. Um, those times are blocked out for appointments, times are blocked out for kids' appointments, uh, times are blocked out for like just taking the kids out in general, like, hey, we're going to Wonderland next weekend. Um, and then yes, all the companies are separate when I work on which companies.
Mm. Is it the same every day? Like, or do you like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 to 12 on, you know?
It's different because I have different appointments that happen in different times of the day. So my schedule is kind of like, when is she available? Okay, I'll look at her next availability.
Mm. Do you use an Outlook? Do you use a physical planner? Do you have an assistant that
No,
manages?
yeah, assistant that manages it, 100%.
Yep.
Uh, and it's done on Outlook.
Well, I mean, some people have trained and they say, pay for the housekeeper. Do you have any other perks like that that you think are investments to work on that save you time and time is money?
Well, I have a nanny. So she helps me with my children. She helps me raise my children. She helps me, well, everything when it comes to the children cleaning. I wouldn't be able to get up in the morning and leave and then be home at 6 o'clock if it wasn't for her. Um, she gets them to school. Well, Sophie to school right now. The boys aren't in school yet.
Yep.
Hmm. See?
So yeah, yeah, so that definitely goes a long way. Being able to have like giving you that freedom to be able to move your schedule if Tyler's gone. So that's good to know. People need to know that it's okay to spend money to allow you to make money,
Yes.
you know? So do you have any like mantras that are your like go-to self-help? Because we kind of talked a little bit about your money. We talked about your kind of systems and schedules and stuff. Like, where's your personal growth at? Where do you get that from?
100%. Mine would be a Pilates class I attend weekly. Um, where do I grow? I grow there. Because it's just you and different weights. There is all different sizes and shapes and ages of women, mostly women. The odd dude. And hold on. That this way. Turn around.
It's still a good day there.
Yeah, it's still it's been off and on, rain and shine.
Um,
Rain.
so yeah, any mantras?
Just just with these classes, to push yourself harder every single day.
Mm,
Okay. Every single day, just do better than what you did yesterday. Don't need to compete with anyone else. Don't need to worry about it. And that's one of my biggest tips in how I got so successful, because I'm also the only female, and I was the only female um, in my industry, and it disrupted the industry. And while this disruption was happening, and they were, uh-oh, just wipe the mud off. You're fine. There you go. They were very upset, but I always kept my head down. I kept my head down. I didn't concern myself. I didn't care about who they were, what we're doing. It didn't matter. If it was a giant warehouse, there was another crew over there. It didn't matter. I didn't need to go over and see. Put your head down. Um, I never cared and put thought and energy into my competition.
okay. That's
And if I had, and I was always cordial. I was cordial to everyone. So smile and wave. And if we saw each other at a trade show or we were at a building, we were quoting the same job, I was always cordial. Smile, and smile and wave.
yeah,
But I never ever gave them anything.
I love that. Yeah, those are don't don't care what the others are saying. Keep your head down. Focus on what you're doing. Stay in your lane. We just attended that conference, or I attended the Vegas, and we had trainers up there really talking about like you do you, like you be your authentic you. And I guess how is that coming out in your business?
Now it's coming out more than ever. Um, we've remodeled. I remodeled the website. I remodeled my logo. Um, After this very large theft, it really did change me in a good way. I know it's hard to like hear and swallow. I think more for everyone else in my life. I've accepted it now. Um, but it makes me more grateful for what we have coming now
Mm, yeah.
because
Yeah.
it's really easy to lose.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Well, heavy, heavy, good stuff. Like I guess they say inspired and motivated, you know. Um, I think there's lots of like drops of like just such goodness and like I can feel your focus and I can feel your strength. And I think anybody watching this can like feel that from like, oh, it just like gives me like goosebumps, like hearing about like how you said you're doing it for your family and then, you have so much that we can give into other people. And you said like about giving and take. I'm trying, I made like 4 pages of notes here. And like knowing when your business is family and when it's not, and having the courage to keep moving forward even though you just got screwed. And I don't know,
Yeah,
like,
like and like for example, like the give and take system, like I have an employee and she,
oh, you're cutting out a little bit.
oh
You cut
no,
out a moment. There you go.
are you there?
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah.
So we had an employee and she had to go back home to the Philippines for it's just a vacation, but she needed to go back. Um, and instead of her owing me the money for this, I was like, I don't need you to owe me the money back. Just help me a bit more. Give me 6 date nights with Tyler,
Mm,
you know? I don't need the money back. I just need the help.
mm. Time is money. Energy is money. We can't,
Yes,
we,
yes,
we have all these hats and you're doing all these things, then
yes.
yes. Yeah. Time
You
is
know what I
money.
mean?
Don't fuck
Yeah,
around. Don't waste your time. Value
yeah,
all of the minutes in the day.
yes.
Don't let it like the scroll through when you could be doing 18 other things. You're frozen. There you go.
Am I frozen?
I think that's a good note to end on, Jenna. Like, I do.
Yeah.
I feel like I got so much from like just literally like 25 minutes of picking your brain. I think there's so much more, and I can't wait to chat more and follow all your stories, especially your fitness comp, and uh, and just connect people through this business and through like the stuff we can share. So thank you for giving me a half hour of your evening. All of my
No, thank
people
you
out
so much.
there will definitely get so much out of this. So thank you. Go give your kids go follow them down the road wherever they're off to. And I'll have this up and on YouTube to share at the end of the evening. Oh, follow Jenna at Racked Out oh 08 or J Jenna Brookes on Instagram. Awesome.
Thanks, girl.
Have a good evening. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.